Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Boxiest, and today we are going to continue the What If series. What if events had gone differently? And in this What If, we're going to change the history of Cobra Kai. What if Demetri never joined Miyagi-Do during the events of Cobra Kai Season 2? So in this timeline, Demetri would still go to Cobra Kai, and Demetri would still want to join. He would see Kreese there, so Demetri would still talk to Kreese. Kreese would still be annoyed, and he would still hit Demetri, so Demetri still wouldn't want to join Cobra Kai in this timeline, and the events of Season 2 would carry on. Daniel would still want to get students for Miyagi-Do, and he would have no luck, and in this timeline, Demetri wouldn't join Miyagi-Do, and since Demetri never joined Miyagi-Do, Hawk wouldn't attack him at the mall, so Hawk and Demetri would stay friends, and Moon wouldn't break up with Hawk in this timeline, and Season 2 would continue. Johnny and Kreese would continue teaching their students. Kreese wouldn't manipulate Hawk as much in this timeline, so Hawk wouldn't trash the Miyagi-Do dojo in this timeline. And since Hawk never trashed Miyagi-Do, Daniel wouldn't confront Johnny at Cobra Kai, so none of the students from Cobra Kai would leave and join Miyagi-Do, so only Sam and Robbie would be in Miyagi-Do in this timeline. And without karate, Demetri would focus on getting a summer job, so he would still work at Tech Town. Moon would keep Hawk very grounded, so Hawk wouldn't become a bully in this timeline. And since Moon and Hawk stayed together, Tori and Moon would start to become friends. Moon would find out that Tori and Sam didn't get along, so she would try to resolve their conflict, and eventually Sam would apologize to Tori for accusing her of stealing at the country club. Aisha would also be happy that Sam and Tori were friends now. Johnny would still kick Kreese out of Cobra Kai, and those events would stay the same. And the night of the 80s party at the roller rink, Tori would be happy to see Sam there. Miguel would be surprised that Sam and Tori were friends. Sam and Tori would push Robbie and Miguel to resolve their issues and become friends. And at first, Miguel and Robbie would avoid each other, but eventually Robbie and Miguel would talk, and Miguel would apologize to Robbie for getting off on the wrong foot. Robbie would accept his apology, so Robbie and Miguel would start to become friends. Miguel would tell Robbie that Johnny was a good person and that he really cared about him, so Miguel would help Robbie and Johnny fix their relationship. Moon would still invite Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do to her party, but since Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do weren't enemies, the party would be uneventful, and Johnny and Daniel would start to become friends. And during the first day of school, Miyagi-Do and Cobra Kai would go their separate ways, and there wouldn't be a school fight in this timeline. Johnny would continue teaching his students after school, and Johnny would teach them to sometimes show mercy. Weeks would pass. Kreese would eventually come back and sue Johnny, so Kreese would kick Johnny out of Cobra Kai. Johnny would be mad, so Johnny would form Eagle Fang. The majority of the Cobra Kai students would go with Johnny. Miguel, Tori, Aisha, and Hawk, and a couple other students would go with him. Hawk would try to convince Demetri to join Eagle Fang, so Demetri would give karate another try, and Demetri would join Eagle Fang. Kreese would go recruiting for various students for Cobra Kai, and he would still get Kyler and his friends. Daniel would find out that Kreese was back, and he would tell Johnny that Cobra Kai needed to go. So Daniel and Johnny would decide to team up a lot earlier, and the students of Eagle Fang would train at Miyagi-Do, and the bond between Johnny and Robbie would improve. Demetri would eventually get the confidence to ask out Yasmin, and Yasmin and Demetri would start dating. Aisha would find out, and she would be mad, but Moon and Sam would try to convince her that Yasmin had changed, and Yasmin would apologize to Aisha for everything that she did. So Aisha and Yasmin would start to become friends, and the students of Miyagi Fang will learn offense and defense. So Cobra Kai and Miyagi Fang would have a rivalry, and that is where I'm going to end this What If. Thank you guys for watching. What do you guys think would have happened if Demetri never joined Miyagi-Do during the events of Cobra Kai Season 2? Let me know in the comments below. All members have access to emojis that can be used in comments and live streams. This isn't mandatory. This is only something extra. If you want to support the channel even more, YouTube lets me know that the majority of you are not subscribed, so if you guys could subscribe, that would be much appreciated. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications, and I'll see you guys next time.